All right, we are live. I am the Pip Messiah, your host for the Quiet Storm live trading session for June the 27th, 2025. We open up a few tabs and we'll get started. Okie dokie. So, we've got a buy call on rare. I'm pretty sure that's a false signal. We're not even going to bother with that. We've got a buy call on XCN. I guess with all these buy signals, I need to check Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is more likely to drop to the 50 than to continue north. It's a lot of flat activity since about 7 in the morning. Price really hasn't moved. And the more I look at it, the more it looks like it's been in consolidation basically all day. Let's take a look at the technicals. It's showing as a strong buy, long term. Yep, I knew it. So yeah, we're not going to get sucked into this. That's not a real buy. Okay, so we have F5. This is F5 on a sell. Have blue on the top, gray in the middle, aqua on the bottom. Definitely taking that. That's the 870. All right, so this is going to be our first call of the night. F5. ETHFI. It's going to be a 2.58 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.870. That's going to be for 49 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.938. It's going to be for 19 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.919. And here's your first call of the night. F5, ETHFI, USTD. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price 0.919. Stop loss 0.938 for 19 pips. Take profit 0.870 for 49 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 2.58. Next signal is going to be INA, N-I-N-A, or ENA, USDD. It's going to be a sell to 23.18. This is a short to 23.18. Let's go ahead and lengthen that stop. It's going to be another 15-minute confirmation. It's ENA USTD. There's going to be a 4.02 risk to reward ratio. Take profit. It's going to be 0.238, 2318 for 209 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.2579. That's going to be for 52 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.2527. And here's your next signal. ENA USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.2527. Stop loss is 0.2579 for 52 pips. Take profit is 0.2318 for 209 pips for a risk reward ratio of 4.02. Next up is ORDI. It's going to be a sell to 6.691. ORDI USDT. This is a 15-minute sell, market execution. 3.41 risk to reward ratio with take profit at 6.691. And that's going to be for 324 pips. Stop loss is going to be 7.110. And that's for 95 pips. And entry price is at 7.015. And here's your next call of the night. ORDI USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell, entry price 7.015, stop loss 7.110 for 95 pips, take profit 6.691 for 325 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 3.41. Not to be remiss, for those of you following along on these particular calls for crypto perpetual crypto trades, these are the brokers that I am using for my signals. The first is Liquid Brokers. Very good margins, very reputable and highly regulated broker internationally. And they do have all of these crypto perpetual pairs. So give them a gander. The second broker that I use is LHFX, formerly known as Eagle FX. Oops. That is the wrong link. Here we go. Again, very heavily regulated, easy to deposit money, withdraw money. But they have slightly better leverage on everything else, except for crypto perpetual trades, which they don't trade at all. So between those, they cover all of the 414 assets that I do trade, with the exception of futures. I use Top Step X for that. So let's get back to the action. We did call out ORDI, USDT. Make sure I got that added to our queue. There we go. Next up, WLD USDT. This is going to be a sell to 0.809. Let's stretch that stop out a little bit. All right. These parameters. This is going to be WLD USDT. Again, another 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. It's going to be a 3.94 risk to reward ratio with take profit at 0.809. That's going to be for 63 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.888. That's going to be for 16 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.872. And here's your next call of the night. WLD USDT, a 15-minute confirmation, market execution, sell. Entry price is 0.872. Stop loss is 0.888 for 16 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.809 for 63 pips. Risk to reward ratio is 3.94. Moving on. We're already in this trade, so additional confirmation on peanut versus tether. We were targeting 0.1852. This is just further confirmation. It's going to concede to take profit, so we won't recall that. We got another call on HMR USTD. We did win this trade over here. We're going to hit it again. Take profit is 0.000626 this time. Oops. There we go. Let's catch this. HMSTR USDT. It's going to be a 15-minute sell, market execution. Take profit is going to be 3.40. Take profit is going to be 0.00626. And that's going to be for 34 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.000670. That's going to be for 10 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.000660. And here's your next call. HMSTR USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 0.000660. Stop loss is 0.000670 for 10 pips. Take profit is 0.000626 for 34 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 3.40. Moving on. We have one ONE USDT. This is going to be a sell to 0.878. So 0.00878. ONE USDT 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell with a risk to reward ratio of 4.11. Take profit is 0.00878. That's going to be for 74 pips. Stop loss is 0.00970. That's going to be for 18 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.00952. And here's your next call of the night. ONE USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 0.00952. Stop loss is 0.00970 for 18 pips. Take profit is 0.00878 for 74 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 4.11. There we go. Next up, PITH versus USDD. PYTH USDT. It's going to be a sell to 0.0847. Stretch out that stop. All right, let's grab these parameters here. It's going to be PYTH USTD. And that's going to be a 4.05 risk reward ratio. Take profit is 0.0874. And that's going to be for 85 pips. Stop loss is 0.0953. It's going to be for 21 pips. And entry price is going to be at 0.0932. And here's your next call of the night. PITH, PYTH USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.0932. Stop loss is 0.0953 for 21 pips. Take profit is 0.0874 for 85 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 4.05. Next up, we missed this one on Matisse. It's already taken off on us. More than halfway to take profit, so we won't call that. And by now, you know I don't bother to call Satoshis. The reason being is that it is so micro in price that you literally only make a free penny to profit to take profit regardless of how much you go. So it's not really worth it unless you over leverage yourself for that. And I never encourage over leverage. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I got to go use the restroom real quick. We'll come back and evaluate the rest of these trades. 1 second. Thank you for that. Been drinking a lot of water today. So, next call. I don't even see the signal anymore, so it must have invalidated itself. Looks like it did, so I'll skip that. Next up, GMT. Looks like we have the same thing. Invalidated itself. All right. We have another one. This is OXT USDT. It's going to be a sell to 0.0525. All right, here we go. OXT USDT. It's going to be a 2.5 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.0525. That's going to be for 10 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.0539. That's going to be for 4 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.0535. And here's your next signal. You're very welcome, Rose. OXT USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.0535. Stop loss is going to be 0.0539 for 4 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.0525 for 10 pips. Risk reward ratio is 2.50. Let's get this added to our active trades queue. Moving on. STRK versus Tether. There's going to be a sell-off to 0.1036. It's going to be a 3.13 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.1036. That's going to be for 47 pips. Stop loss is 0.1098. That's going to be for 15 pips. And entry price is going to be at 0.1083. And here's your next call of the night. STRK USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.1083. Stop loss is 0.1098 for 15 pips. Take profit is going to be 1036 for 47 pips. Risk reward ratio is 3.13. Get this added to our queue. Moving on. Okay, we have invalidation on people versus Tether. We have invalidation on GMT versus Tether. We already called out the call on order, so this is a reconfirmation that it's good. We're already in peanut. All right, we have a spot cryptocurrency. This is ADA, Cardano, versus the US dollar. 5322. Hidden method that stopped us a little bit. Stupid thing. All right, now I've got to grab my call templates because this is a different type of asset. And this is ADA on a 15-minute confirmation sell. Risk to reward ratio is 3.86. Take profit is 0.5322. This is going to be for 247 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.5633. This is for 64 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.5569. And here's your next call of the night. Unlike the others that have been cryptocurrency perpetual trades, this is a cryptocurrency spot trade, which means it's against the US dollar. ADA, that's Cardano, USD, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell, entry price is 0.5569, stop loss is 0.5633 for 64 pips. Take profit is 0.5322 for 247 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 3.86. Move it on. We've got Maker, MKR, USDT. This is going to be a sell to 1729.8. This is another crypto perpetual trade. This is 4.01 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 1729.80. It's going to be for 1,075 pips. Stop loss is 1864.1. That's going to be for 268 pips. And entry price is 1837.3. And here's your next call of the night. MKR USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 1837.30. Stop loss is 1864.10 for 268 pips. Take profit is 1729.80 for 1075 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 4.01. Move it on. Looks like we got a double whammy here, so this is going to be fun. This is Dogecoin versus Tether, DOGE USDT. This is going to be a sell to 0.15531. DOGE. And this is going to be a 3.61 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.15531. And that's going to be for 559 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.16245. And that's going to be for 155 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.16090. And here's your next call of the night. Doge, DOGE, USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.16090. Stop loss is going to be 0.16245 for 155 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.15531 for 559 pips and a risk to reward ratio of 3.61. Moving on. We've got Doge versus the US dollar. This is the crypto perpetual spot version of the same call that we just called. This is going to be a sell-off to 15512. DOGE USD. This is a risk to reward ratio of 3.68. Take profit is going to be 0.15512. That's going to be for 574 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.16242. And that's going to be for 156 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.16086. And here's your next call of the night. DOGE USD. This is Doge versus the United States dollar. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.16086. Stop loss is 0.16242 for 156 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.15512 for 574 pips, and a risk to reward ratio of 3.68. Moving on. This is ENS versus Tether. ENS versus Tether. It's going to be a sell to 17.47. It's another short position. All right, looks like we do have other calls coming through. It's going to be a busy night tonight. Be a while before we get caught up, but that's just fine. We like it when there's work to do. All right, this is another crypto perpetual trade. It's going to be ENS USDT. It's a 15-minute confirmation market execution sell with a 3.57 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 17.47. That's going to be for 82 pips. Stop loss is going to be 18.52 for 23 pips. And entry price is going to be 18.29. And here's your next call of the night. ENS USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 18.29. Stop loss is 18.52 for 23 pips. Take profit is 17.47 for 82 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 3.57. Moving on. Got yet another sell. This is KNC USDT. It's going to be a sell to 0.2921. Going to tighten up that stop. This is KNC USDT with a risk to reward ratio of 2.35. Your take profit is going to be 0.2921. And that's going to be for 47 pips. Your stop loss is going to be 0.2988. And that's going to be for 20 pips. And your entry price is going to be 0.2968. And here's your next call of the night. KNC USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 0.2968. Stop loss is 0.2988 for 20 pips. Take profit is 0.2921 for 47 pips and a risk to reward ratio of 2.35. Moving on. We We have a reconfirmation on comp versus USTD. We're already in that trade, so I'm not going to call it again. And we have a sell on OP versus Tether. There's going to be a sell to 0.501. Just straighten out that stop a little bit. And this is going to be OP USDT for a 3.63 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.501. And that's going to be for 29 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.538. And that's going to be for 8 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.530. And here's your next call of the night. OP USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.530. Stop loss is 0.538 for 8 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.501 for 29 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 3.63. Moving on. We have a sell on KSM USDT. It's going to be to 12.43. This is going to be KSM USDT with a risk reward ratio of 2.60. And take profit is 12.43. That's going to be for 39 pips. Stop loss is going to be 12.97. And that's going to be for 15 pips. And entry price is going to be 12.82. And here's your next call of the night. KSM USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 12.82. Stop loss is 12.97 for 15 pips. Take profit is 12.43 for 39 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 2.60. Moving on. I'm going to call this separately only because we hit stop loss in the other one. This is going to be AVAX versus USDT. This is going to be a sell to 1683. AVAX USDT. This is going to be a 3.37 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 16.83. That's going to be for 54 pips. Stop loss is going to be 17.53. That's going to be for 16 pips. And entry price is going to be 17.37. And here's your next call of the night. AVAX USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 17.37. Stop loss is 17.53 for 16 pips. Take profit is 16.83 for 54 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 3.37. Next up is Rose versus Tether. It's going to be a sell to 0.02213. Going to tighten up that stop just a little bit. And this is ROSE USDT. This is going to be for a 2.85 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.02213. And that's going to be for 57 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.02290. And that's going to be for 20 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.00270. And here's your next call of the night. ROSE USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.0. Oh, that is a typo. 1 second. Get that fixed. Entry price is 0.0270. Did I screw that up? Hold on. 2270. So I did. Hold on. So I messed it up here. That meant I messed it up on the signal call channels. I need to get that right. There we go. That's fixed. ROSE USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.02270. Stop loss is 0.02290 for 20 pips. Take profit is 0.02213 for 57 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 2.85. Moving on. We've got seller with a sell to 0.00665. Sorry, 6581. Oh, not 6581, 6634. Oh, for crying out loud. Hold on, I think I screwed myself up. Refresh my screen real quick. There we go. And I need to go back and make sure I didn't mess up the call on rows, because I think I did. All right. It's going to be 0.006634. Can lengthen out the stop. All right, this is going to be on CELR USDT. That's seller. CELR. It's going to be a 3.82 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.006634. That's going to be for 386 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.007121. And that's going to be 401 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.007020. And here's your next call of the night. CELR USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is going to be 0.007020. Stop loss is going to be 0.007121 for 101 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.006634 for 386 pips, and a risk reward ratio of 3.80. Now, make sure I didn't mess up my stuff on rows real quick, and we'll continue on. No, I did not. Good. Next. So another re-entry. It says engine. And that's going to be a sell to a 0.992. So you'll get the double up on this if you did take the prior trade. Here we go. EIGEN versus USDT. Risk to reward ratio is 3.71. Stop loss is 0.992. And that's going to be for 78 pips. Stop loss is 1.091. And that's going to be for 21 pips. And entry price is going to be 1.070. And here's your next call of the night. EIGEN USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 1.070. Stop loss is 1.091 for 21 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.992 for 78 pips with a risk reward ratio of 3.71. Moving on, we've got a sell on Turbo versus Tether. It's going to be a sell to 0.003214. And we're going to tighten up this, stretch out this stop a little bit. Let's see. Let's give me a call. This is Turbo, TURBO, USDT. It's going to be a 3.13 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.003214. And that's going to be for 197 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.003474. And that's going to be for 63 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.003411. And here's your next call of the night. TURBO USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.003411. Stop loss is 0.003474 for 63 pips. Take profit is 0.003214 for 197 pips and a risk to reward ratio of 3.13. Moving on. Yet another crypto perpetual trade. This is Portal. This is a sell to 0.0278. Oops. PORTAL USDT. That's going to be a 4.00 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.0278. That's going to be for 28 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.0313. That's going to be for 7 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.0306. And here's your next call of the night. PORTAL USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 0.0306. Stop loss is 0.0313 for 7 pips. Take profit is 0.0278 for 28 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 4.00. So at this point, we've been calling trades nonstop for an hour. Like I'm really going in. So almost caught up. Alice is probably too far gone. That's going to hit take profit, but we missed it. It's fine. We don't catch them all. Further confirmation on Euro versus Polish Nadi. Actually, this is going against us. That's fine. Retracement does happen on exotics. Not concerned about that. However, we do have confirmation on a buy for Euro versus South African Rand. So we're going to take that. It's going to be a buy at 21.1416. And this will be our first exotic currency call of the night. So I need to grab another template. 1 second. EURZAR, Euro versus the South African Rand. This is going to be a buy. This is a 2.72 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 21.10416. That's going to be for 1,811 pips. Stop loss is going to be 20.85641. That's for 666 pips. And entry price is going to be 20.92302. 20.93202. And here's your next call of the night. This is the Euro versus South African Rand, EURZAR. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 20.93202. Stop loss is 20.85641 for 666 pips. Take profit is 21.10416 for 1,811 pips and a risk to reward ratio of 2.72. Moving on, we've got a sell on render. That's going to be to 2.94. Grab that. RENDER. This is going to be a sell. Risk reward ratio is 3.07. Take profit is 2.904 for 129 pips. Stop loss is going to be 3.075. And that's going to be for 42 pips. And entry price is going to be 3.033. Here's your next call of the night. RENDER USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 3.033. Stop loss is 3.075 for 42 pips. Take profit is 2.904 for 129 pips with a risk reward ratio of 3.07. Moving on. This is a cryptocurrency spot trade. This is EOS versus the US dollar. It's going to be a sell to 4811. EOS USDT, or USD rather. This is the market execution sell. Say 2.84 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.4811. It's going to be for 125 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.4980. That's going to be for 44 pips. And entry price is going to be at 0.4936. And here's your next call of the night. EOS USD. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.4936. Stop loss is 0.4980 for 44 pips. Take profit is 0.4811 for 125 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 2.84. Moving on. We've got near versus tether. This is going to be a sell to 1.981. It's going to be a 2.77 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 1.981. And that's going to be for 86 pips. Stop loss is going to be 2.098. And that's going to be for 31 pips. entry price is going to be 2.067. And here's your next call of the night. NEAR USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 2.067. Stop loss is 2.098 for 31 pips. Take profit is 1.981 for 86 pips with a risk reward ratio of 2.77. Moving on. We've got Res versus Tether, REZ USDT. There's going to be a sell to 0.00762. Going to lengthen out that stop a bit. It's going to be REZ USDT. It's going to be a 3.69 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is going to be 0.00762. And that is for 48 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.0823. 0.00823. And that's going to be for 13 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.00810. And here's your next call of the night. REZ USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is 0.00810. Stop loss is 0.00823 for 13 pips. Take profit is 0.00762 for 48 pips and a risk reward ratio of 3.69. Moving on. We've got Dusk versus Tether. There's going to be a sell to 0.0481. Risk reward ratio of 2.67. Take profit is going to be 0.0481. That's going to be for 16 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.0503. And that's going to be for 6 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.0497. And here's your next call of the night. DUSK USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price 0.0497. Stop loss 0.0503. That's for 6 pips. Entry price take profit is 0.0481 for 16 pips. That's going to be a risk to reward ratio of 2.67. Looks like we're finally going to be caught up. One more trade left to go. And this is going to be Popcat versus Tether. It's going to be a sell to 0.2479. It's going to be Popcat, POPCAT, USDT. And this is going to be a 3.77 risk to reward ratio with take profit at 0.2479. That's going to be 181 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.2708. That's going to be for 48 pips. With an entry price at 0.2660. And here's your next call of the night. Popcat, POPCAT, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution sell. Entry price is 0.2660. Stop loss is 0.2708 for 48 pips. Take profit is 0.2479 for 181 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 3.77. And with that, we are finally cut up for the night. It is now 3:27 in the morning. Our next time mark is going to be at 3:30 in about 3 minutes, in which case we should find some additional opportunities to enter the market. We have been cooking, calling trades nonstop, literally for an hour and 27 minutes. I am your host, the Pit Messiah. This is the Quiet Storm live trading session for June the 27th, 2025. If you do find value in the live, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video and turn on those notifications so that you can keep abreast of when I do go live in the market. The Quiet Storm is held every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time sharp. And we go till about 4 a.m. All right, so these are spots. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. No, there's one more. Doge, where is it? I think this is it. Yeah, the rest of these are perpetuals. All right, so now we've got our list all done. For those of you that follow it, there's the link to the entire active trade list as of right now. We are cooking with gas. Trades everywhere. I am slightly considering maybe doing a live on Saturdays and Sundays, but I just don't think it's worth the time. Monday through Friday is just fine. Tonight we have really gone ham. These are one of these days where it happens. We literally had nonstop calls to call for an hour and 27 minutes. I doubt you're going to find anyone else on the entire platform that is calling live trades back to back to back that long. Let's take a look at where we are right now. And for those of you that have been keeping up with me, I was sick for most of the year up until early May. So this is since May the 2nd. Our cumulative performance as of right now, 535 wins, 382 losses, for a win percentage of 58.34%. And the number of pips won, 1,679,376 and counting. Like, we do this in real time. We do this live. The proof is out there. The previous lives are there for you to take a look at. Like, I get it in. All right. So the way this works is that I have alerts that are set up on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily on TradingView on more than 400 assets. It goes through and it evaluates these things every 15 minutes to come out with possible buy or sell opportunities. And then we evaluate each trade to see whether or not we're going to enter the trade. So while we have a little bit of time, I'm going to explain how it is that I'm doing that. The strategy that I'm using is based off of exponential moving averages. These are the colored squiggly lines that you see on the chart. Now, we're going to start with explaining the first two. There's the yellow line, which is the 5 exponential moving average. And there's the red line, which is the 13 exponential moving average. If you're looking at any asset on any time frame, if the red line is over the yellow line, that means that the sellers are in control of the market on that time frame on that asset. Conversely, if the yellow line is over the red line, that means that the buyers have control of that particular asset on that time frame. Pretty simple. Now you need to determine the trend. Well, you use the other 3 lines for that. You have the 50 exponential moving average, the aqua line, the 200 exponential moving average, the gray line, and the 800 exponential moving average, the blue line. If the blue line is on the top, the gray line is in the middle, and the aqua line is on the bottom, you're in a downtrend on that particular asset on that particular time frame. Conversely, if the aqua is on the top, the gray is in the middle, and the blue is on the bottom, you're in an uptrend on that particular asset on that particular time frame. So putting together that analysis for this particular trade that we took on ENS USDT, the sellers are in control of the market in a downtrend. So even with retracements, which will happen, this is going to sell off. And that's all it is. There's no magic to it. It's just consistency. And we do this over and over and over again to great effect. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the live. We can go ahead and address those. It is 3:33 in the morning. There have been no signal calls that have been called. So our next time frame for possible opportunities to enter the market again would be at 3:45 a.m. And then we have another time stop at 4 a.m. If there are no calls at that point, we'll go ahead and end the live. And then we'll be back next week on Monday the 30th at 2 a.m. So when we end the live tonight, I'll go ahead and get those dates and times posted out on the platform. And to find that, you're going to go to my channel and you're going to click on post or community. Hold on. I actually forget the way it actually appears. Yeah, you'll go to the main page and you'll click on post. And that's where you're going to see all the lives, all the premieres, any other announcements I have for the channel. All right, so we've got a call or a question from Telegram. This is Peter. He's saying, hi, Brian, question. If you have an alert for the same pair, but on a higher time frame, do you move up your take profit? For example, you enter the alert from 15-minute. Later, you have another valid alert from the same pair on the 30-minute or 1 hour, just wondering. So In the instance that I have personally alerts on the same asset on multiple time frames, I just take 3 different trades. I'm going to triple up on that because the platform is telling me I have valid entries on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the 1 hour on the same asset. So I'm going to have 3 different positions on each one of those time frames, and I'm going to make my money off of each one of those positions. That's how I handle that. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. What you're more likely to see is not instances where you have the same entry on multiple time frames, even though it typically only happens on the 15-minute and the 30-minute. It's that you have multiple entries across associated assets. For instance, earlier tonight, we called a sell on both Doge versus Tether and Doge versus the US dollar. And that's because US dollar and Tether kind of mirror one another. So every now and again, every now and again, it kind of lines up where you get multiple opportunities for things. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think the most extraordinary entry I've ever seen is where you had confluence, which means you had the same opportunity on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour at the same time. And I was able to win on all 4 of those trades using this exact same approach. And I've been doing this since 2015. Nothing changes. Like, it's over and over and over and over and over again. Had I started trading on January the 1st and I wasn't sick for a good chunk of the year, we'd probably already be over 1,000 wins for the year. So, yeah. In the month of May, we won over 1,000,000 pips. This month, we're nearing 700,000 pips. What I do is not normal. My results are not normal. And I'm okay with that. In terms of what I do in terms of hitting stop loss, because I know I'm trading with the trend, if I hit stop loss, I simply re-enter the trade to original take profit. And that's all I do. So I don't do that in all cases. I do it when it makes sense. Most of the time, it does make sense. That something clearly takes crazy off, and then I'll wait for it to crest and then re-enter. So we don't have anything else that hit take profit. We are waiting again for our next time frame in about 7 minutes and 12 seconds for 3:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, in which case we'll have additional opportunities possible to enter the market. That was fun. All right, so to reiterate, these are the brokers that I'm using. First, you have Liquid Brokers, formerly known as Sway Markets. This is a broker that has all of those crypto perpetual pairs. You can trade other assets on that as well. And then the second one is going to be LHFX. It's the second broker I use. They do not have crypto perpetual trades, but they do have everything else. But they have superior leverage on all the other assets to Liquid Brokers, which is why I use 2 of them. So with that, I'm able to cover most of the trades that I call. I do call futures as well. I use Top Step X for that. Still in negotiation with them to get an affiliate link for that. But once I get that done, I'll start including that in chat as well. So we're currently on Wait Watch right now for 3:45 a.m., in which case the TradingView platform will go through and evaluate all the assets that we have to trade to see whether or not we have additional opportunities to enter the market. So one of those kind of exciting nights. We got on and literally called trades for an hour and 27 minutes straight, nonstop, because they were there. This happens every now and again. So I'm kind of excited that I was able to do that on a live and people could see that for themselves. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on those notifications, spread the word. I am the Pit Messiah. This is the Quiet Storm live trading session for June the 27th, 2025. I do go live for the Quiet Storm every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time sharp. Yeah, see, I messed up the title when I went live through Zoom to YouTube, so I'll fix it on the back end through YouTube Studio. Wouldn't worry about that right now. Again, I do encourage questions. If you have any, you can drop those. You either DM me through the platform or you can drop those in the live chat now and I'll get those addressed. I'm going to grab some more water because I am thirsty. Since my water cooler is right here, then it won't take long. All right, so a little less than 2 minutes left to go to 3:45 in the morning. We're looking for additional opportunities to enter the market at 3:45 a.m. and at 4 a.m. Those are our last two time markers of the night. If you arrive late to the live, you've got a lot of signals in the chat that you can take. It's probably going to be a while before you catch up. I believe that we dropped 41 signals tonight. So we really went in. So there's going to be significant profit over the weekend and going into next week based off of those signals. And that's always pretty terribly exciting. Looks like we had a dump off of euro versus gold, which is irritating because we've been in that trade forever and it keeps oscillating back and forth. It's been doing this kind of sell-off thing since the conflict between Iran and Israel. So now that they have a ceasefire, you should start to see recoveries on precious metals. All right, we got about 14 seconds left to go. Again, this process takes about 2 to 3 minutes for TradingView to go through all the assets to evaluate the trades. Let's see what we got. All right, it's now 3:45. Our next checkpoint is at 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's normally the last one that we do each night. Bear in mind the New York Stock Exchange does open at 7:30. That's a little over 3 hours from now. That's going to be additional liquidity. So a lot of these trades will have the opportunity to hit take profit at that point as US money flows into the market and pushes these trades into profit. So it's going to be some fun time. So it looks like we do have quite a rally on oil and an absolute smashing of precious metals right now. Some of the markets are up. I guess we can check news while we wait on TradingView. Let's see. So for today, the only major news is we have the PCE price index for the US dollar and month over month GDP reporting for the Canadian dollar. We also have a few members of the US Federal Reserve that are speaking. And we have quarterly bank stress test results dropping at 3:30. They tend to do this at the end of the day. So if this is bad news, and it says low impact expected, I don't know about that because every quarter for the last few quarters they've announced some bank fails, and they try and do it sneakily at the end of the news cycle so that it doesn't really hit things. But if we do have some of those, I don't know if you guys know about this particular site. So if you go out to the FDIC, you just type in bank failure US. This should be the top link. It's going to tell you a list of all the banks that have failed recently. So the last one that we had is Pulaski Savings Bank out of Chicago. Millennium Bank bought them, and this was a failure on June the 27th. Really interesting site. Was going to tell you some things. Citizens Bank was a pretty major regional bank. It failed, and it was very quiet in the news. Iowa Trust and Savings bought them back in 2023. So this is going to be the first thing that I'm looking at when the bank failure information comes out at 3:30 to see if they sneakily list any other banks here because they don't like to announce it through the news. So that's additional weakness in the banking system. See if we have anything else. More bloviating on China. Um, Looks like we may not get another rate cut for the fifth straight month. That's going to be interesting to watch next month as we begin to trade around NFP week. All right, 3:49 a.m. We've got a little over 10 minutes, or just over 10 minutes left to go to 4 a.m., in which case we'll see if we have any other additional opportunities to enter the market. If we don't, we'll end the live at that point. I am the Pit Messiah, your host for the Quiet Storm live trading session for June the 27th, 2025. The Quiet Storm is held every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you have found value in the live, I do hope that you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on those notifications to keep abreast of when I do go live in the market. For the moment, the crux of the channel is just live trading sessions, and then I'm thinking about other content, but right now I prefer to kind of differentiate myself from the other channels in the space who tend to drop a crap load of content um, about how which to me is a little strange. Let's see, CHF JPY. We have a take profit smashed. We called this trade at 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday, so just at the end of last night's live, and it has hit take profit for 86 pips. Gonna wait for it to tick off to clear, and then we're gonna get this one announced. So right on. So while we're waiting for that to tick to clear, we have a stop loss hit on PopCat. We're going to re-enter this one to 0.2479. Let's find that one first. Oops. Guess it would help if I copied the right thing, wouldn't it? All right, so we hit stop loss on our original call on PopCat versus Tether. I'm going to take an additional better position on this, 2479. And get this recalled out. Okay, this is PopCat, POPCAT, USDT. The new call is going to be at 4.16 risk to reward ratio. Same take profit at 0.2479, but this time for 241 pips. The stop loss has been extended, this time at 2.778. That's going to be for 58 pips. And the new entry price is going to be 0.2720. All right, and here's your new signal. POPCAT USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution sell. Entry price is going to be 0.2720. Stop loss is going to be 0.2778 for 58 pips. Take profit is going to be 0.2479 for 241 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 4.16. So let's go back and check on Swiss franc versus Japanese yen. Still hasn't quite ticked up yet. It's close. We should be grabbing that in the next 4 minutes. We'll go ahead and get this called out. Again, this is a call we called at 4 a.m. yesterday. That was right at the end of the live. I want to say we called a couple of other trades at 4 a.m. as well before we ended things. Just waiting for this to breathe the spread. If you do trade Forex currencies often, you do know a lot of brokers like to use extended spreads on Swiss franc. And we do have officially got the win. Congratulations for those that took that for 86 pips. All right, so that is targeting 180.841. CHF JPY. That was a buy for 86 pips. It was 180.841. All right, that is win 536. 1779376 plus 86 pips. 462. All right, so let's go ahead and get that removed from our active trade list. Which I already did. Perfect. Well, we like it, but a plan falls together. A win is a win. And we've got just under 2 minutes left to go. It's the top of the hour, 4 a.m., in which case we may have additional opportunities to enter the market. Go ahead and get this dropped into the chat. This is a take profit smashed from last night on Swiss franc versus Japanese yen. I don't bother to call all the take profits that happen during day to day because that would mean that I wouldn't have any time to make the signal calls. If you do want to follow that activity, if you click on my profile picture and look at my links, the very first link is to Telegram, to Project Genesis, which is my personal trading consortium. It's where I'm calling all the signals 24/7. That's free of charge. I do not ever plan on putting that behind a pay gate. So take advantage of that. It also has links to the brokers that I use. The first being Liquid Brokers, which is my hub for all of the crypto perpetual trades. And then I also have LHFX, which I use for everything else. And then Top Step X is my broker for futures. Do the math on this real quick. Plus 382. 536 divided by 913. 53.39. So with the win on Swiss franc versus Japanese yen, as of May the 2nd, we are at 536 wins, 382 losses, for a win percentage of 58.39%. And pips won 1,679,462 and counting. Okay, it's now 4 a.m. We'll wait a couple of moments to see whether or not we get any additional trades to enter the market. Glad you guys have rocked out with me tonight. Pretty excited evening. Again, we call trades nonstop for an hour and 27 minutes to start the live. Lots of opportunities. I will be calling more over the weekend if any crypto perpetuals pop off. To get access to those, I do encourage you to click on my link or click on my profile photo. Go to my links and join Project Genesis on Telegram. That's why I'm dropping all of the signals, even the ones I'm not doing on the live. Got to remember, this is just a 2-hour period where I'm dropping trades. I drop trades nonstop. Yeah, this has been fun. I believe it was Wednesday. We literally only had one trade the entire night. That was a buy on Norwegian krone versus Swedish krona, which is an exotic foreign currency. And then last night it picked up, but tonight was extraordinary. All right, so we've hit the mark where it doesn't look like we're going to get anything at 4 a.m. So I will see you guys bright and early at 2 a.m. on June the 30th for our next live session. Cheers.